Hey, Devin, you want to do a normal review?
Nah, I want to do something wilder. Hello and welcome to another Starman Just Watched. I'm Devin, with me is Billy. Woo! And we don't normally do documentaries on this channel.
No, I think this is just our second one we've done.
I think we've done a few. I don't think this is our second, but we do very rarely do one. But yeah, Gene Wilder's documentary on Netflix.
Yeah. I think just Remembering Gene Wilder, I think.
Remembering Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
And an absolute legend of an actor, so of course I wanted to see this.
Yes.
And I've seen him in more movies than I thought I did after watching this. I was like, oh wow, yeah, right, he was in that. Because before we even did this, this is behind the scenes for us, is we will usually plan our movie watching ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
And we just last week decided, let's pick movies from Netflix. And since we're on a Gene Wilder kick after Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, we saw the documentary and we're like, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, right?
And I was thinking to myself, I was like, how many Gene Wilder movies do I know? Because I only know him in 3.
Yeah.
Which was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Blazing Saddles, and Young Frankenstein.
That's Frankenstein.
Or Frankenstein, yes. Someday we'll do that movie, I swear.
Oh,
if we haven't already.
No.
That might be a theme month. Spoiler alerts, we might be doing a Gene Wilder month. But yeah, so favorite documentaries is it's very hard to do
plot by plot.
Plot by plot. It's the life of Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
So this is going to be more of us gushing over Gene Wilder.
Yeah. And love the man. Just
an absolute legend, as I said. That'll be in the taglines here. That'll be all over the place. You'll see.
Yeah.
And an actor that brings so much more than just an acting job. There's heart behind everything he says. He gives off that wise man wisdom so well. And he can go from 0 to 10 in a snap.
Blue or orange, as...
Yeah, blue and orange, as Mel Brooks put it. And that's another thing. I forgot how interconnected Mel Brooks is to Gene Wilder. I was like, I don't know why that skipped my brain.
3 movies.
Yeah. So, I guess what we should start with is, why do we like Gene Wilder?
Oh, man. The humor,
He is a great comedian actor.
Yeah. Because he can deliver, it was, funny lines, too.
Yes, any emotion you need him to be, he can be that.
Yeah.
Without any flaw. You can tell some actors, even today, when they're trying to do a serious role, but they know it goes into a comedy bit. And I have to be serious, but I know this is hilariously funny.
Yeah.
And you can just kind of see the cracks of a smirk. Gene doesn't have that.
No, because like I said, the species, the place says about in Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
He's just so, serious. And then, morons. And then
just, he didn't crack a smile. It was... I don't know who plays the other actor, the sheriff.
Oh, Cleveland Little.
Yeah. Cleveland Little just burst laughing, and you can tell that was genuine laughter.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, just keep that in.
Yeah. And I love the story I think Mel says when they were filming Young Frankenstein, how we had to get the handkerchiefs for the crew.
Yeah. Yeah, Mel had to go buy handkerchiefs for the crew because, anytime you're about to laugh, just bite into the handkerchief so we don't ruin the scene.
Yeah.
And it was just so many times I looked and everyone had a handkerchief in their mouth. And I love that little test of endurance he did with him. It's like, we're not doing put it on the Ritz skit at the end of the movie. Just no. And then he's like, no, like, I want to do this. This is the whole reason I pretty much did this movie. And Mel's like, sorry, I was testing you, basically. If you were going to fight that hard for it, I knew it had to be something worthwhile. And it was.
Oh, just comedy gold, that scene.
That is such comedy gold.
Because, like I said, because when they said, well, it just didn't seem plays because they were trying to do the setup to the old movie. And
Yeah.
it's like, no, because he's trying to impress the scientists, and so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has to, like, this is a great way to show that this monster can do anything. I got it to sing and dance.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say there's other stuff there, like just Gene's. I feel like you can put Gene in almost any role.
Yeah.
Except for like any comedy role.
Yes.
I guess I should back that
Yes,
up a little
any-
bit. Any comedy role. Or I don't see him as an action hero, obviously.
No.
And I don't think he would do, well, maybe a good horror.
Well, cool. Willy Wonka's a little...
It's like, that's what I based that statement off. I was like, he could play an evil, like the mastermind.
Because
Like,
wasn't...
he's very upfront. He looks normal and fine, and he's an absolute gem. And then behind the scenes, he's a monster.
Yeah, because I think that's what Roger Ebert said in the review, right?
Yeah.
Willy Wonka.
Yeah. Oh, that he's like, he brought back like what family films say they are, but they're not.
Yeah.
Which is entertaining, fun, scary.
Yeah.
And have a lot of heart.
Yeah.
I think that's my biggest compliment to Gene Wilder. He had a lot of heart. I think, what was the actor that says like the two things you want to avoid is working with kids and working with animals? It was in the In Search of Darkness documentary.
Oh.
But like Gene has worked with kids. And I was like, I have to agree, working with kids is not gonna be easy. There's a level of patience you need.
Yeah.
And Gene has that in spades. Alright, so what did you think of the documentary? Was it good or bad?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was great. Like
I was invested the whole way through. Like, there's
Yeah.
not like, okay, now we're doing this story. There's like, okay, I really didn't need to know like, he adopted 20 dogs.
no, like it's like you don't lose interest in it. And...
No, it doesn't give you over facts. Like, you didn't need. It doesn't deep dive into places it doesn't need to.
Because like,
also, it's nice when you see like an absolute legend like this, and there's not really anything like bad behind the scenes.
no,
like oh, he went through an alcoholic phase at one point in his life, or you know,
no, there was no like dark stories. It was all
sunshine. Like, the only tragedy was at the end when he has Alzheimer's.
Yeah, that's...
And I was like, that hits harder because, like, this man who brought endless amounts of joy and entertainment should not suffer this.
No, and, like, because when they were showing the interviews where he can't even remember his movies, I'm like, that was heartbreaking.
Ugh.
I'm like, oh my...
And that's gonna put myself on the spotlight, but if I ever die, that's how I want to be remembered. Like, nothing bad ever said about me.
No.
Because everyone brings up all these positives.
Right? Like, that's how it should.
That's how it should be. Was there anything we didn't like about this?
Can't say anything bad about Gene Wilder, I'm sorry.
I agree. You can't. You do, and I will punch you.
Yeah.
But No, this documentary, I was like, even the pacing of the documentary, I was like, there's nothing wrong with the pacing or like who they got on the.
No, because they got like one of the guys from Blazing Saddles.
Yeah,
Lyle. I
was kind of surprised that he was on there. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're kind of like a side role in that, but I mean,
hey,
at least you got someone.
Yeah. I mean, your reaction when you saw Mel Brooks.
Yeah! I forgot time is a thing.
Yeah.
And no offense to Mel Brooks, he's a great man, but time seemed to have not treated him well.
Just like, he's the first person they talk to.
Yeah, it's like, that's Mel Brooks? Holy hell, what happened? And I am apologetic already for saying that. It just, every time I think Mel Brooks, I think a more short, portly man.
Yeah.
He's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And that's what threw me off the most.
Yeah.
Favorite moments then of the documentary?
Yeah.
Since we're not doing the plot by plot,
Yeah.
we might as well do our favorite
Favorites,
moments.
yeah.
And I always said I liked when Mel Brooks put him to the test of like, how much do you really want this scene?
Yeah. And how?
But I think my favorite actually is him being called in for the Waco Kid for Blazing Saddles.
And he was gonna go to London?
Yeah, because like, I got a plane to London. He's like, screw that, please come help me. The original guy's
It's too much of a drunk.
Yeah, was drunk, threw up all over everyone, and won't be able to work for another 30 months.
Yeah.
Please. Mel even admits, I was like, I was in tears.
Yeah.
When I called him.
It's like the Columbia Pictures was gonna release Young Frankenstein.
Oh yes, I love this skit. Because Mel Brooks, I would love another documentary of just Mel Brooks.
Yeah, we're gonna track one down. I know there's some out there.
I'm leaving it to Billy. He will find one. Because Mel Brooks' brain is a place I would like to just kind of see into for a bit. Because he's got this underhandedness and like...
Okay, well, just briefly mention it because I know this Mel Brooks story.
Yeah.
His first his first applause he ever got for his routine.
Yeah.
Was from the Nazis.
Yeah.
Took the Battle of the Bulge. He did something on his side or something, and then all you hear is applause and.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yes, but in Mel Brooks fashion, so they pitched Young Frankenstein. Columbia Pictures on board for it.
Yeah. And as they leave, oh yeah, by the way, as
a tribute to the old Frankenstein movie, we're doing it in black and white.
Wait.
And then closes the door and walks in. No, that's a deal breaker. And they dropped it. I was like, and they're now spitting in their graves.
Yeah. One of the other what I like is the producers.
Yeah.
How when the executives did not want Gene Wilder in.
Oh yes. He's like, yeah, sure, no, I'll get rid of him and get a new guy. Don't let that producer on set. Oh look, we filmed half the film of Gene, and we might as well keep him, right?
It's gonna cost too much to hire a new guy.
Yeah. Like, I love that Mel Brooks is just like a little underhanded, but like in a good way.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm gonna do this, and I don't need your permission. I'm asking for permission as a formality at this point. You can either nod and agree, or you can say no, but know that I just am going to do it.
Yeah.
Like, you really don't have a say in this. Alright, so final thoughts then. We'll wrap this up earlier. It's a short hour-and-a-half documentary, which, for a documentary, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, anything else you want to add about Gene Wilder in this documentary?
No, just, hey, if you love Gene Wilder...
This is definitely wow. Fumbled the line there, Devin. This is definitely a documentary to watch if you have any interest in Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
I learned more movies that I'm now going to desperately track down and watch. See No Evil, Hear No Evil. I've never heard of that movie.
Oh, it's one, the only thing that, when it pops up on one of my channels that might be edited.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't tape it.
That is fair. You want the uncensored version, obviously.
Yeah, because after what we saw the documentary.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, it's never come across, and I was like, that sounds like a great movie to watch.
Like, stir crazy.
I don't remember it well enough to say I've watched it.
Yeah,
I probably have.
Yeah, so like a couple years ago?
Yeah. That's where he's in jail, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be like some like publicity stunt or something, and then they get mistaken as bank robbers.
Yeah. Like, I remember the plot and like some of the story beats, but I don't remember enough to quote the movie, so it is need to rewatch.
Yeah. Briscoe Kid.
Yeah.
like him and Harrison Ford.
Oh yeah, that's a good story. Because who did they hit? Clint Eastwood? No.
Oh, John Wayne.
John Wayne. They had originally got John Wayne. Then some idiot goes to talk to John Wayne to knock down like 25,000.
Well, 200,000.
200,000 in price for hiring John Wayne. And John Wayne's like, no, I'm not going to do it. I was like, you had John Wayne. And you're like, no, let's negotiate a lower.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, who's upcoming? And so Harrison Ford's name comes up a lot. Maybe we can get him. And worked out great.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford's a great actor. But it's just the fact that it's like, if you have a big name, you kind of don't go in and negotiate.
No.
Not 200,000. Not that's. I'd be like, try for 50. See if you can knock 50 off him and try to haggle up. If he's like, nah, I'm not going to do it for less than like what you gave me, then back the fuck away.
Yeah.
Be like, no, okay, no, sorry, we're just testing waters. But I think with that, though, we'll call the episode here. So thank you all very much for watching. Until next time, have a good one.
Shit for sale! I got shit for sale!